Claude can now build and control an entire Shopify store, and this will completely change how beginners start dropshipping. So today I'm giving Claude a basic Shopify store and seeing how far it can actually take it. From finding products and creating the branding to redesigning the entire store and building a custom landing page. So by the end, we'll see whether Claude can turn it into a real launch-ready dropshipping store, or if this is just another overhyped AI update. Okay, so we all know that Claude can build you an entire website, and that's nothing new. So let's go ahead and start with that. Let's just go ahead and paste in our prompt. Now, in this prompt, it is taking inspiration from Aura Ring, and Aura is an amazing website. It's very aesthetic, it's very reactive, everything on it looks really clean. So I want to take that and I want to mimic it for a watch brand. So this prompt that I'm pasting onto here, it is going to be in the cheat sheet. I'll show you a little bit later on how you can get that. So let's go ahead and get started with this. I don't need Fable 5 right now. We're going to be going with Opus 4.8 for this, so we don't use too many credits. So let's go ahead and click on send, and let's let it do its thing. Now, while this is designing the store and it's getting everything ready, what we're going to be doing in the meantime is we're going to be creating our own store on Shopify. And the reason for this is because Claude works great at creating the stores, but it does not give you a backend. It doesn't give you any order processing, and it doesn't give you any payment processing or order fulfillment or really any of that stuff. So for this, we're quickly going to jump over to build your store. We're going to go ahead and start to build our free store. Let's actually make a challenge really fast. Let's see if we can beat Claude at creating our Shopify store. Okay, so I have both of them side by side so we can see who wins. All right, so let's just go ahead and create our account. Now, Build Your Store is going to start to create our store for us. We're going to have to choose a niche. I would suggest going with one that's relevant to what you're doing. So because this is for a watch brand, we're going to go with fashion and apparel. Now we're going to choose two different banners. These don't really matter too much, so let's go with these two. Actually, let's do this one. All right, now we're going to claim our free Shopify store. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go claim our store. Oh no, I think it's beating us. Oh no, it's not. Okay, so it's going with its original direction and not a copy. Perfect. That's fine. All right, so our Shopify store is actually almost halfway set up. All right, we're good to go on this part. Now it's going to automatically continue for us. Now we need to activate our store. Doing this is really easy. All we have to do is actually select our plan and check out for Shopify. There's always a promotion, so don't freak out about this. It's only going to be $1 for the next 3 months each month. So $3 total investment. Nothing huge. And just so you know, sometimes it does change, but it has been this promotion for, I want to say, about a year now. So if it changes later on, you know why. Or if it doesn't look the same on your end, you know why. It's because they always change it. So we're good on that part. So we're going to go back to build your store. We're going to go ahead and click on I'm done. We're going to choose the free beginner store and continue. We can go ahead and skip this. Let's go ahead and no thanks one more time. Right now, we're going to customize our store. So now Build Your Store is going into our Shopify store and it's making all the changes and customizing. So now we have to register for AutoDS. What this is going to do is it's going to allow us to gain access to a wide variety of hand-picked products that are actually good to dropship. Products that are trending and are hand-picked by expert dropshippers. So once we go ahead and do that registration, we can go back to Build Your Store, click on Done. And let's click on done one more time, but let's go to Shopify over here. Let's close this out and let's click on online store. And now all we have to do is here, remove the password. All right, so our password is removed. Now, if we go ahead and refresh our page, this is what our store looks like. So overall, everything looks good, clean, aesthetic. If we change the banners, we have the two that we chose earlier. And then we have a couple of images, and then we have a few products. So let's go ahead and click on the catalog. Here we have the different products that were imported from AutoDS as well. So we have a few here. Let's go ahead and click into, let's say, this one over here. And now it's going to show us our product page. We have a bundle and save. We have our pricing, our different images. Everything looks very clean, very aesthetic, very straightforward. And the best part is that it's not too overbearing or overwhelming. So everything looks good. All right, good to go. So now what we need to do is simply just wait for Claude to finish. It might just be a few more minutes. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that and we're going to apply it to our Build Your Store theme. And again, the reason that we went with Build Your Store to create our Shopify store in the first place is because Claude is only going to give us the front end, a non-working website that if we do want it to start working and to actually have people check out on it, we're going to have to do a lot more. We're going to have to integrate a payment processor. We're going to have to integrate some order fulfillment. We're going to have to make something like, let's say, an admin side, a way to add products. And this is just going to take up a lot more of our credits. It's going to take a lot more time. And ultimately, it's going to be a lot more expensive and a lot more technical. This way is just way easier. Okay, so it's been about, I want to say 15 or 20 minutes ever since I finished everything. In total, it was probably like 25, 30 minutes. And Claude is finally done. Now, this actually came out really, really good. I'm not entirely sure how I like the animated watch. I might like maybe a real one instead, but that's okay because it's not like we have any product images or anything like that. So what we can do is later on when we do have product images, we can just go ahead and replace it. Or maybe we can even just ask Claude to fix it up a little bit, make it look a little bit more realistic, or simply use stock images from a website like Pexels, or even generate some using Higgsfield. If you want to know how you can connect Claude and Higgsfield together to make some pretty good AI UGC ads, you can go ahead and check out this video right here. In it, I break everything down for you. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. So now we have our page. Let's just go ahead and download it so we can actually see it on a browser and open it up. All right, so this is it. Let's go ahead and do a refresh. Has that nice little loading screen. Actually pretty impressive. Then if we start scrolling down, it has nice little animations that come up. These watch icons are pretty interesting. They're definitely different. I'm trying to figure out if it's something I like or not, because I don't not like it, but I don't know, it's strange. Let me know down in the comments below if this is something that you like. But besides that, I do like the little animation. So when you hover over them, you have the little hue over here that comes up. Everything starts to move. Everything looks really good. All right, let's go ahead and scroll down. We have our different products. That was very nice. We have there a little description. Everything, by the way, is created by Claude. $12,500 for this watch. Looks pretty nice. I'm gonna go ahead and sell it to some of the richest people in the world. We have some reviews here and join the register. So we have an email collection. That's really nice. And here we have all of these different products. And here we have all of the different links that we essentially need. But here is the caveat, right? This is the issue with Claude. If we go into any one of these, let's say this product right here and click into it, we can quick view it. It doesn't work. None of this works. We have, let's say here, shipping and delivery. It takes us all the way to the top for some reason. We have our warranty. If we click on warranty, nothing happens. Limited edition, it just brings us here, which takes us to actually our catalog. Okay, so if we click on collection, it'll take us to the different collections here. Navigation's a little bit different. It would definitely need some work, but then if we click into these, we can't click into any of these. So we would have to make a product page. So what we're gonna do now, since we already have Shopify set up, we have a fully working Shopify store that's actually ready to start taking sales, and we have our template. Now what we need to do is we need to connect, finally, Claude to Shopify. And to do this is extremely easy. This is gonna be the first step, by the way. We still have to do a little bit extra. But now what we wanna do is we wanna go to Claude and ask it, connect to Shopify, just like that. Now it's going to go ahead and look for its connectors, and then it's going to ask us to log in. All right, so now it brings this over here. So allow Claude to search for connectors. You can go ahead and click on allow. Then it's confirming that the Shopify connector is available, which is this one right here. So just go ahead and click on connect. So what we're going to have to do is log in with our email if it's not already picking up that we're logged in. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, we can go ahead and skip that if we want to. And we're gonna go ahead and choose our store. So let's go with this one. All right, so now that we have it connected to the store, we can go back to Claude. And we're gonna see here that it shows Shopify connected, and we can go ahead and use this. So I'll go ahead and click on use. So use Shopify for this. And while that's doing its thing, I wanna go back to Shopify. And the theme, we're gonna go ahead and download this. So let's go ahead and click this little 3 dots here, and then do download theme file. Then we're gonna go ahead and send an email, and it's gonna send us an email with this theme. All right, so here it is. So we have our theme export. Let's go ahead and click on that and download through here. All right, let's go back to Claude now that we downloaded our theme, and it's asking us to connect one more time. Okay, just go ahead and click on connect. Now it's gonna ask us, I guess, to log in once more. Just choose the store that we had chosen earlier. And now it's gonna install on Shopify the Claude connector app. So go ahead and install that. All right, authentication complete, authentication successful. All right, so now it's confirming that we are officially connected to our Build Your Store store. Now, when it comes to what we can and what we can't do, there are a few different things. So Claude can take a look at your entire Shopify store and it can analyze it. It can look at all of your products. It can look at all of your customers. It can look at all of your sales data. It can take all of this information and give you reports. It can tell you how to optimize. It can optimize your listings and your descriptions for you. But what it can't do is actually edit or install your theme. That's something that we have to do separately. I wish it was possible through this, but unfortunately right now it's not. But the way that I'm going to show you is actually extremely easy. And that's why we exported our theme. So if you do want to know exactly what it can and can't do, we can actually ask Claude. So what can you do on my Shopify store? All right, so it's telling us here the products. It can browse and search our catalog. Same thing with our collections, or it can check our inventory levels. It can list our recent orders, our customers, create any discounts, which is actually pretty helpful. It can check out our analytics, our store design. It can generate brand new storefront design previews, and they can be claimed as a new store, but not applied to your existing one. Now, I've tried doing this in the past, creating a new theme and all that, but it's very complicated. There's a lot of back and forth, so it's not my favorite thing to do, and that's why I'm showing you this other way. And then it just gives us a bit more information here on a few things on the page and all that. So what I want to do is we already have our theme ready, right? Which is this one over here for the watches. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take that theme, which is this one over here. I'm going to right click and I'm going to compress it, because if it's not a zip file, it's not going to work. And then what I want to do is I want to go ahead and take that and drag it into my chat. So we have it over here. So now I'm going to tell Claude, okay, so I'm just telling it simply that this is my Shopify theme. Please install a theme that you created onto this so I can reinstall it onto my Shopify store. Please note that I have already chosen a few banner images. We can replace those as well as everything else. And I do want to make it clear that there's already a few products in that Shopify store that don't have anything to do with watches. We can keep them there. We would just need to update the descriptions after installing, which is where the Shopify connector is going to come in. So let's go ahead and submit that and have the revisions start to be made. All right, so it's taking a look at the theme. It says that it's going to work with the actual theme, so it stays valid and that we can actually reinstall it. And it identified it as our Build Your Store Edition theme. So everything's looking good so far.
10 minutes later.
Okay, so it took, I want to say maybe about 10 minutes and it finally updated my theme and it gave me the last file. It's actually gave me a few extra tips. Everything is driven by the theme's own setting plus one override style sheet, no section liquid, not sure. Because it's the theme, the product cards will show whatever products you assign, that's fine. Because ultimately what's controlling our products is going to be AutoDS and Shopify and not necessarily Claude, so that's fine. So the fonts load from Google Fonts, perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and download this. Now, once again, we need to make sure that this is going to be zipped. So let's make sure that it is. And it's not. It always does that. I don't know if it's a Mac issue or Claude or what it is, but it doesn't matter. Just right click and compress. And this is absolutely necessary. You need to compress it. Otherwise, Shopify is not going to accept it. And same thing goes for Claude. The reason I said earlier that you have to do it because it won't accept it isn't because it's simply just not zipped. It's because it's going to be too many files for Claude to take in at once. So input zipped, output zipped. Well, I mean, technically input for this one too. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and run back to our online store. And then we're going to go ahead and import and upload our zip file. Now we're going to add our file. We're going to do the one that we just received, which is this one, the Haldane Geneve theme, and upload. All right. Now Shopify is going to do its thing. It's installing it. Just give it about a minute here. All right. All done. That took just about a minute. Let's go ahead and preview it. So this is what it gave us. Now, when it comes to Claude and editing liquid themes or the Shopify themes, it's gonna have a few issues sometimes. Unfortunately, that's just the reality of AI. So what you need to do is you need to take a screenshot of this. This is what I did. I did it off camera because I had to do it maybe once or twice. But simply all you need to do is go ahead and take a screenshot of this, run back over to Claude and simply just send it this same one, send it the screenshot that you took and tell it that this is what you're getting. Tell it that this is what you're receiving and to make the fixes. So then what Claude's going to do is it essentially starts checking its own work and it starts to find where the bugs are. Then it's going to ask you a couple questions. Then it's going to give you a revised version of your theme file where you just simply upload it again. And you should be getting something better, something that's a lot closer to the original theme file or the original page that Claude had made. Look, I'm going to be completely honest with you. When it comes to using Claude, using ChatGPT, whatever it may be, for making websites, the first time that you make a prompt, it's not going to always be the way that you want it. A lot of the times it might work the first time, But because of the nature of AI, sometimes it doesn't understand certain context. Sometimes it doesn't understand what you're saying, or it doesn't understand certain parts of the project. It's going to make errors. And that's why it's very important that you go back to it and you tell it, look, this and this doesn't work, provided screenshots and provided feedback. And then ultimately you're going to get something like this. So this is definitely a lot better. It's not 100% like the original was, but everything has been tailored towards our new watch brand. So if we look through, we have our collections, we have our different banners, which were now changed. And if we click into any one of these collections, like let's say the dress watches, we still have this one hard coded on here. This is actually something, again, like I said, it's not always going to be perfect the first time around. We can go back to Claude and tell it to remove it. But the reality of that is that sometimes you might reach your limits with Claude, because if you go back and forth too much, there are going to be a few times where it's going to tell you, look, you need to wait a little bit because I reached my limit. But for something small like this, it's really easy to fix. All we have to do is go back to our theme, go ahead and click on edit theme, and then we're going to look for that page. So let's go ahead and click on our catalog. When it takes us here, we can simply just click on the image, and we can just either remove the entire block, or we can add a separate image. We can add a different image that's more relevant to our products. So let's go ahead and undo that. And let's just go ahead and change this. Let's select from the library, and let's use this one over here. And there we go. That looks a lot better. It looks a lot more premium, and it actually matches our website, our new watch store. If we scroll down, we have a few different products. We have the different collections. Actually, you know what? Let's save this and let's refresh this page. Perfect. So this looks good. So let's just go back home. And then from here, we can again, just go ahead and check out, let's say the automatics. We have our new image here. We have two different automatics. We have this one and this one. And if we click into this, we have a similar theme to the one that we had before, our Build Your Store, but with the new color scheme, with the new products, and it's still missing the different variations and the pricing. But this is when we have to go back to Claude and tell it, now you need to use Shopify to update the prices. So let's go ahead and do that really fast. Update the pricing and remove any variations. All right, so sometimes, of course, Claude is going to ask for your input. It's going to ask you to do a few things. Just go ahead and click on allow. And as you can see, Claude is already starting to make the changes on our Shopify store. So here we have Shopify, we have our product, our new price. It's just assuming the prices right now. We can go ahead and tell it, look, I want these or this collection to be at this price or something like that. It's asking once again, go ahead and allow. But if we keep scrolling through, we can see that everything is starting to get updated. Now, every once in a while, you're going to get this that says unable to reach Shopify. That's fine. I realized that I kept getting that, but the changes were still made. So sometimes there might be a little glitch here and there. Claude, of course, AI sometimes has its issues, but everything should be good to go. And if it doesn't, just go ahead and just tell it to redo it. So here we have our different products. You can see that this one is at 4,200. We have them starting to get updated. So then if we go ahead and we refresh our catalog, we're going to have our new prices. So let's go ahead and click into this one. And we can see that this one is currently at 5,200. There is still a bundle and save. This is something that I didn't realize, but again, we can go ahead and just tell Claude, let's remove this, or we can just remove it ourselves through the Shopify editor. So let's run over to one of our product pages. We can go ahead and click on where it says bundle and save, and then we can turn it off and it'll remove it. So now we can go ahead and save once more. And then if we refresh this page, then we can see that it was now updated. Perfect. So if we look through everything, we have our product over here. We can add a few more images. I highly recommend that you do. Of course, this is just a sample images taken from Pexels. And then we would have some pretty cool reviews over here, like this one that says, this is my go-to piece, versatile, comfortable, and looks great whether I'm dressing it up or keeping it casual. So this is a pretty good watch to be able to dress up or keep casual. So as you see, connecting Claude and Shopify is something that's actually extremely easy to do, and it's very beneficial, and it can really help streamline a lot of your e-commerce business. For example, like we just saw, optimizing titles, descriptions, and updating any variations automatically. So if you found any value in this video, please make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe. And remember, if you want to learn how you can make converting AI UGC videos using Claude and Higgsfield, check out this video right here.